Ladies and gentlemen, how are y'all doing this evening? We would like to
Hello.
welcome you all back to the cultural frequency, also known as Vibe
Responsibly.
Responsibly. Well, right now, it's just myself and the baby. Because Jax has some things to do. She's gonna pop in a little later. So hopefully everything's all right and she gets a chance to pop in. But we are going to get this thing started. How you doing today, baby?
I'm good, baby. How are you?
I'm always good, but you know that. Yeah. I saw something too.
Mm,
Now that Jack's ain't here, it ain't all that highly flavored and seasoned. Y'all see how that just went? It just went, hey, how you doing? Don't do it now. Don't do it now. It went
how is
right
it?
on by. But when Jax is here, it's a highly blessed and seasoned.
Mm,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So, per usual, before we dive in, I just want to say thank you for tuning in and vibing with the show. We appreciate all the engagement so far. I'm talking about the views, the subscriptions. I'm talking about they're still coming in like right now. Like I'm looking at them, the comments, just everything that you guys are doing, the shares, man. We appreciate it all. I promise you, man. Keep up the love. Obviously, y'all see something that we're doing right and you want to keep us moving forward. And I appreciate y'all, man. And check this out. If you love what you hear today or you love what you've been hearing and find value in any of it, and want to help us keep the conversations flowing, click the link below. Let me put that up there for y'all because I don't want nobody to miss it. Oh, Lord, where'd it go? There we go. Ha! All right. You can subscribe only for just $3. The link on the screen will take you to our Patreon membership page. There you will see different tiers you can choose from with some perks like receiving quarterly merch to every other month basis, being able to send us ideas and topics for future shows, and even joining us on a panel for even deeper discussions of this and future episodes that will be posted to our members only Patreon page, where only those who subscribe will be able to participate and also watch them as well. But however you are led to give, we wholeheartedly appreciate it and you, but all we're asking for is $3 a month. With that being said, you all will periodically see this link throughout this live, which will give you several opportunities to click on it and give according to how you're led, and of course, according to those pockets of yours. With that being said, that link down there will go away after the show is over. Like that is not going to be available. The $3 a month is not going to be available. It'll go up to $5 a month. So if you want to do it, I would definitely get in there and do it now. So yeah. Also, we want to thank you all for checking in and do me a favor and share this live with at least 5 people because our motto here on Vibe Responsibly is and will forever be: you will not be out here vibing alone. So share this live and tell your people to jump in on the chat, tell us where they're from, comment, and definitely ask all of the questions. And while we're giving you all some time to do that, I was on 50 Cent's internet. I said internet, INNANET, because it's most certainly his right now, because he is most certainly the algorithm. But while I was doing that, I was in my email and I just so happened to find an email with the subject that read Confessions of a Vibe Killer. Oh, we got our first letter, baby. Ooh, yeah.
well, man.
So it says, Dear Vibe Responsibly, I already know how this sounds, but I need you to really hear me out before you judge me. My best friend and I have been inseparable since middle school. Sleepovers, family vacations, heartbreaks, we've been through everything together. Her house was basically my second home growing up. Her parents treated me like family, especially her dad. Back then, it was innocent. He was just my best friend's dad. Fast forward to last year, I moved back home after a really bad breakup. I was emotionally drained, not trusting men, and honestly just trying to get my life back together. That's when I started seeing him again. At first, it was casual. I stopped by to see my friend and he'd be there. We talked more than we used to. Then it turned into longer conversations, then late night talks, then checking in on each other without her knowing. And I'm not going to lie, He saw me in a way no man my age ever has. He listened, he remembered things, he showed up. When I was at my lowest, he was the one who made me feel safe again. Well, one night, we crossed the line. And after that, there was no going back. What started as this can never happen again turned into sneaking around, texting all day, seeing each other in private. It's been 6 months now. And this isn't just some fling. We're in a full blown relationship. He takes me out, buys me things, talks about a future with me. And here's the part that makes it worse. He said he's tired of hiding. He wants to go public. He says he doesn't care what anyone thinks and that I'm worth it, but I know my best friend. If she finds out, it's over. Not just our friendship, her trust, her respect, everything. I'd lose her forever. And the guilt is eating me alive because she still calls me her sister. She still tells me everything. She has no idea that every time around her, I'm keeping this huge secret. But at the same time, I think I'm in love with him. Not just because of how he treats me, but because of how he understands me. I've never felt this kind of connection before. So now I'm stuck between two people I care about, knowing that choosing one means completely losing the other. Am I wrong for letting it even go this far? And if this is real love, am I supposed to walk away from it just to keep a friendship? Or am I the ultimate vibe killer no matter what I choose? Ooh, I'm gonna pause for a second. Y'all heard all of that, but I'm gonna pause for a second here. And the reason why I'm gonna pause is because we got people in the chat, and I want to acknowledge my people in the chat. All right. First and foremost, we definitely have Paris up here. Hey fam, let's
Hey,
vibe responsibly. Thank you. Thank you for checking in, Paris. We wholeheartedly appreciate you. And
happy
Cindy, happy birthday, girl. I heard it was your
birthday!
birthday yesterday. Hey,
Yes,
come
happy
on now. Let's
birthday.
go. Let's go. Let's go. Happy birthday, girl. We appreciate you for stopping by. And I definitely could not do this without saying thank you to my favorite cousin, Miss Yen. I appreciate you for stopping in, cuzzo. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That means a lot to me right there. It really does. All right, who else we got? Who else we got? My man, Brooke from the Chuck Town, Charleston, South Carolina. I see you, man. Thank you for checking in. Hey, wait a minute. Now, y'all moving fast today. I like that. Okay. Straight no chaser. What's going on? How you doing, brother? I appreciate you. And of course, sis is in the building. Still getting used to calling you Ashley, girl, but it is what it is. Hey, what's going on, Ashley? Little sis Adrian, hey fam, what's going on? I see you, girl. Hey,
Hey,
make sure I don't want to miss nobody. I don't want nobody to make me. I don't
what's
want
that?
nobody to punch me in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Oh, and my man Debo. What's good, family? Hey, I see you. I appreciate y'all for checking in. Man, look, it's a lot of people in here. A lot of people not in the chat, but they are definitely in the building. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. So we're gonna get into this letter real quick before we get into the grip and the grime of the show. Because this is a good show tonight. It is. It's gonna be crazy. So, and Jax will be joining us later. I promise you. She said she has some things she had to take care of, so she will be here later. So I'm gonna turn it over to you. What you think, girl? What she in there messing around with her friend's daddy? How you feel about that?
so I think like let me put it like if it was me, you know what I'm saying? Like if
Mm-hmm.
somebody like I was super close to and like she had a connection to my dad, like I wouldn't be mad about the connection. I would be mad about the lies because the
Mm.
fact that you guys have been seeing each other and been doing all the things and been doing it behind my back, that's what I would have a problem with. Because you say that we've been friends since middle school, that means we talk about any and everything. So as soon as you found out that you had feelings for my dad, you should have upfront came to me and said, "Look, I love you, but I got feelings for your dad, and before I go even further, I wanted to let you know." But the fact that you kept it a secret make you look a little shady. I'm not even gonna lie. Especially if that's your best friend. And daddy too. Daddy, what you doing? Why didn't you tell your daughter? Even though I know you grown and you the daddy. But you still could have said something too. Y'all wrong.
I'm gonna tell you, both of them wrong, and I agree with you on the friend saying what she needed to say, and I think that there's a line that should not have been crossed, right? Regardless if it was crossed, it shouldn't have been crossed. Like this is your friend, no matter how fine your daddy is, I think this shouldn't have been that line shouldn't have been crossed. As far as the father, uh, it's a little creepy for me. It's a little creepy for me because now you're thinking, has he been looking at this young lady since the age of about 17, 18 years old? Like, oh, she's filling out. Like it sounds weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you just
Yeah,
waiting for her to turn her certain boy. When she turned 25, boy,
it's gonna be
you
bad.
got clap them cheeks. Like that's crazy to me. So I'm gonna tell you just straight up, both of y'all are dead wrong.
Mhm.
Him wanting it to be a full-blown relationship means he does not care what his daughter thinks, period.
At
Not
all.
just anybody. He doesn't care what his daughter thinks, and that's just completely wrong. I don't think that that's something you should, especially if like y'all the same age. You are dating a woman that is the same age as your child.
Yeah,
Like that don't sit right with me. I could not date someone the same age as my oldest child. First of all, we ain't got nothing in common. Nothing. Cause at that age, you probably listening to Ice Spice and Sexy Red. I don't want to hear that. Every time I play a song, every time I play a song, you think it's a sample. You start singing a new song. No, I'm on Earth, Wind, and Fire, you little bobblehead. I can't be with nobody like that. And that's what's happening. Like, you gotta be conscious of what's happening, my homeboy Kirk. What's up, Kirk? I see he talking about Mr. Yes, that is Mr.
definitely miss.
Literally, that is Mr. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't agree with it, man. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I just can't. It's that's mm.
And the fact that she said that he did stuff that nobody her age has done, you right, because it's a whole different type of decade of loving that he gave you.
It wasn't just loving. That man was doing them things to her. She looking for that man in the morning with a flashlight. You understand that? Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. What? Hold on. Hold on. Rashard Carradine gonna say daddy gotta live. Rashard, you wrong. You wrong. I'm
My
telling
daddy
you,
got to live.
you did wrong. You did wrong. Okay? And don't you don't you show this behavior nowhere in the world. Okay? Why? Because Paris said it right. Sounds like pedo behavior to me, baby. Don't do it, Rashad. Run. Run, brother. Run. I promise you. My man Debo said it definitely seems like some pervy uncle type behavior on the dad's part. It does. It sounds like the uncle at the barbecue that ain't seen everybody in a long time. You sure that's our cousin? That's our family? Was it the third cousin? Because I mean, the third cousin don't count. Like,
Right.
let's
I ain't
not
never
do
seen
that.
her before.
What? You know what? Let me tell you something. This is why I can't deal with family. Dearest gentle Rita, that doesn't go together. Ashley, sit down somewhere. That's an inside joke. The dearest gentle Rita is an inside joke, y'all. My God. You can't take family nowhere. Why my homeboy Kirk? Man, this is my guy for over 30 years, man. My boy Kirk said he missed it in training. Boy, I don't think he in training. I think he a full-blown pro at this point. He a full-blown
Exactly.
pro. He is dating somebody the same age as his daughter.
Right.
And talking about, well, I want to take it public. She must got unicorn dust on her coochie or something. Because that's crazy. I would never do that. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I said that out loud. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the show, man, because this is gonna be a little racy, a little spicy. It might be a little bit of hurt feelings in the chat. I don't think it's gonna be any hurt feelings on the screen, but definitely in the chat, man. If y'all if you feel some type of way, definitely please type it. I want everybody to type exactly how you feel going through this and going through the show because I got some pretty good stuff in here tonight. All right, so they say what you don't know won't hurt you. But let's be honest. In a world of hidden folders, archived messages, late night laughs with the work bestie or the work husband or work wife, and phones that suddenly flip face down when you walk in the room, we all know that's a lie. Because the truth is, relationships rarely explode overnight. They erode quietly, one secret at a time, one boundary pushed a little too far, one conversation that should have never gotten that personal. And while we're arguing about whether once a cheater, always a cheater is a life sentence, some of us are letting coworkers become emotional partners. Some of us are hiding friendships we know we would make our partner uncomfortable. And some of us are letting family members sit in the driver's seat of our households while we pretend everything is fine. We keep saying we have boundaries, but tonight we're asking the real question. Are those boundaries protecting the relationship or protecting the secrets inside of it? So tonight, we're stepping into the red zones, the places where just talking starts feeling like betrayal, where privacy and secrecy stop looking the same, where the conversations get uncomfortable, the silence gets louder, and the truth gets harder to ignore. Because if we can't be honest about the places where things are starting to crack, we'll never be strong enough to rebuild them. This isn't small talk tonight. This is the next family meeting on the edge. So y'all pull up to the table because few things shake a relationship like betrayal. But the real question is, can it survive? Can something new be built from the wreckage? What you think, girl? Can something be born from the wreckage? Mm.
So there is always problems if the
Okay.
significant others allow them. It's always going to be problems. Like, I feel like if you don't have boundaries in your relationship, in your friendships, it's going to always be problems, right? Because you're going to always have that one person, and you know who that one person is that's always going to try and test the waters and see how strong, let me see how strong their relationship is. Let me see if they really happy the way they say they happy. And then it also takes for the other person to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do in order for those boundaries not to be crossed. Because if you respect your relationship, even if you respect your friendship, you would not cross those boundaries. I feel like some people don't care because they don't respect the relationship. And if they don't respect the relationship, then they don't respect you. So, with that being said, get their ass up out of there. They got to go.
Mm. She said that. Okay, so let me ask this then, and then I'll because it's another part of this I want to touch on. Um, how do you feel about the relationship after infidelity? The cracks in the relationship, like how does that? Can you feel? Do you feel like it can be rebuilt?
So, it depends on what the cracks are. Like if it's a continuation of those cracks where you mend one and before you get it all the way sealed, it's another issue, then that's a problem. Like if you are constantly
Mm.
trying to sleep with my friends, or if you're constantly every time I turn around, you and your coworker's face, like that's a problem. If the relationship has not healed before there was something else that caused another problem, that's what causes the problem. It's not the relationship itself, it's the fact that I haven't even healed from one thing before something else has happened.
Mm. Got you. Now I'm gonna be honest. And some men are not gonna like this, but you're gonna have to put your seatbelts on. A woman will be quicker to forgive than a man will. That's just facts. I'm just
Yep.
letting you know now. A woman will definitely forgive. She will put it behind her and be due to love and everything that you guys have. She will be willing to put that thing behind her. But like he said, if there's multiple instances, then you got to stop because now I understand that you don't care. First time, okay, cool. Second time, you just don't care about me. Got it. First time for a man, that ego is bruised. He has cried in the car. Just like on a past episode, that man is listening to Brian McKnight, One Last Cry. You hear me? That man is hurt. That man will look at you like you've been screwing everybody and you only messed with one person. Even if he catches you texting somebody, the level of hurt for a man is completely different. The pride and ego is busted. It's done. Like he wants you out of the house. He wants nothing to do with you. He feel like you don't put your mouth on this man. And men ask that question. Well, did you suck his? Why are we asking that, fellas? Why are we asking that? Like, it's just adding insult to injury. Like, why would you ask that question? I never understood that. Y'all had sex. Yeah. Well, did you? Do you really want to know that? Like, for real? I don't. If you cheated, okay, bye. That's it. I'm good with that. But even me, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I don't think I could stand that. If you have already jumped out there and started messing with somebody, you have to understand with women, it's completely different. It's
Mhm.
completely different for women, right? With women, it's more of a emotional draw, more of an emotional draw. Like they are invested. For men, it is a physical thing. 9 times out of 10, it's a physical thing. A woman, when she steps out that house, that man has a piece of their heart. He ain't just got what's between them legs. He got a piece of their heart. Because in order to draw a woman from another man, that heart is somewhere in there. She feels some type of way about this man enough to allow him to do whatever she does. Now, fellas, if you got somebody that's just like a man, there's women out there that will crack with no problem. With no problem. Now, you got one of those. I'm sorry, partner. Like, you think she only did it one time. She did it a few times. Just prepare yourself when you find that out. Okay. Whew. All right,
And
my man, let's
that's
go to chat. My man, hold on. My man Debo said facts, men take cheated on like a shotgun to the chest with no shirt on. He ain't lying. It's a hard feeling. It's a very hard feeling for a man. Straight No Chaser says the relationship won't heal until the person that is hurt heals and they're able to move forward. Yeah, I get that. But for men, it's a little different. Men don't heal properly after they've been cheated on. They don't. Men will turn. That is the beginning of the villain story for a man.
mhm.
Like he turns into a whole different person. If you ever go back and ask a man who is out here like running the street, I guarantee you a woman hurt him. I guarantee you a woman hurt him, and he will not look at another woman the same for a long time. Like somebody's got to come along and do something different. She damn near got to levitate. She got to levitate. She got to do something strange for no change. She got to do something different for real. Real different. My man Akira, what's up, man? Oh, the family in the building. You ain't lying, G. You know it. Men take that differently. It's hard for us to get over being cheated on at all. You know what I'm saying? Paris says a man is not and cannot take what he expects a woman to take and forgive. I agree. I agree. Most men cannot take what they dish out because they don't think about the other end of it. They just think that they just getting away with it. But the
Mhm.
moment it happens for them, and I'm talking about you could have been out there sleeping with all these different women. A woman could literally just be having a conversation with a man on the phone. Now, mind you, might be a little spicy, but I swear it'll tear him up. It
Yes.
will tear him up. You hear me? Hey, Debo, I'm with you. What Mario Winan said, I don't want to know. Please don't tell me. Don't keep doing it now. I'm not telling you to keep doing it, but please just, hey, man, let that ride. Because if I find out, boy, everybody got to go. I'm telling you now, everybody got to go. All right. The cheater needs to heal also because something was already hurting with them deep within. I agree with that. I do.
Yeah.
I do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mama's in the building. My mom just rolled through. I'm here, my dear loves. Mama on board. The chat about to get funky, y'all. Y'all pay attention to the chat. My mom ain't got no sense. All right. All right. So my homeboy Kirk says the hard part is to have the adult conversation of understanding the why and what could have done to prevent it. Facts. But that's got to happen prior to. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that once you start feeling that, a conversation needs to be had. Like I think they need to just sit down and figure out, okay, look, I don't I don't want to say come right out and say I've been having these feelings, but just do a temperature check of the relationship because something somewhere is missing. Or the
Yeah.
man just, he is who he is, right? Camilla, Lord, Camilla Hicks says when a woman cheats on a man, every woman will
Money.
pay the price unless he heals, which will take a very long time. Yes,
Hey,
yes.
Sissy.
Every woman, every woman is going to pay the price. All right, now what was you gonna say, babe? I'm sorry.
No, what I was gonna
If you
say
remember.
was, yeah, I remember. What I was gonna say was the thing is like men cheat, you get cheated on from a woman's perspective. You'll cheat on me one time, right? And the second time, I'm gonna get your ass back. I'm getting you back.
Oh,
So little do you know, you may think that I'm forgiving, but I'm not. So now I'm
Mm,
just building my case. So now I'm going to hurt you
mm.
back. And when I hurt you, it's going to be 10 times worse than what you thought. So that one little thing that you thought that you couldn't get over, it's going to be 10 times worse by the time I get done. Just FYI.
Mm. Look, there's a lion. Oh my God. Listen, I tell people all the time, and I agree with you, wholeheartedly agree with you. Let me explain something to you. And I say this all the time. Uh, See, the game is fun when it's on one player. It's always fun. Always fun when the game is on one player. But when you put that game on two player, I want you to know you may be playing on the novice level. You just might be. You might be playing on rookie level. I don't know. But I'm here to let you know I play on pro and expert. I'm going to crush you. It's going to be hard. It's going to be bad. I promise you. I'm the type of person, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm the type of person, you mess around on me, I'm going to find a good friend. I'm going to find a good friend. It might even be your sister. Not going to lie. You give me a chance to be your mama. It's going to be bad. So serious. It's going to be bad. I promise you it's going to be bad. So, hey, hold yourself together. Or to get funky real quick. Ashley says, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I don't know who the gander is, but they can get it too.
And can.
The gander can get it. I promise you. Don't play with it. All right. So sometimes the crisis forces conversations that should have happened years earlier, right? So just like somebody said, the partner who is hurt has pain, but when does accountability turn into punishment? So if we repeatedly bring up the betrayal during unrelated arguments, how do we heal? Because that's the thing with emotional scorekeeping, and that's the difference between processing pain versus weaponizing that pain.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you forgive me, why would you continuously bring it up? Everything I do, you continue to bring it up. Why? Have you done that, Keish?
No, I don't do that. I don't do that because let
That
me
sound like
explain
a lie.
why. Anytime I have a conversation with any one of my friends who marriage or relationship or whatever the case may be, anytime they tell me, hey, you know what I'm saying, like I think I'm gonna go back, I think I'm gonna forgive him, or I think I'm gonna forgive her, the first thing that comes out of my mouth is once you forgive them, you cannot bring that up ever again in life. Are you prepared to
I
be able
like
to
that.
do that? Like, are you prepared to be able to do that? And if the answer is no, then that means that you should not go back. Because when y'all had that conversation is dead. Once you say that you okay and you forgive that person, you move on, that conversation is done and dead. You should not relive that
Yeah.
conversation at all. No matter, even if it happened again,
Mm,
you should not relive that conversation that you had about what you forgave that person for at all.
mm. A lot of people don't live like that though. A lot of
I
people like
don't
to
know.
bring the old stuff back up, and it's a part of being hurt. I get it, but we have to learn to understand it. If you forgive, we're not telling you to forget, right? We're not telling you to forget because you're not gonna forget. But if you're gonna forgive, don't constantly throw it in the person's face.
Mhm.
Like, and it'd be dumb stuff too. Like the man could be standing up there washing dishes, and I'm talking about doing the wax on, wax off. Oh, that's how you was touching Charlene. Wait a minute, I'm washing dishes. I'm washing dishes. What's the problem? You go to take out the trash. You was taking out the trash for Charlene too, I bet. What? Or was you was taking Charlene out like you take that trash out? I know you was. Like, what? Come on, man.
Mhm.
Come on. Like we can't keep doing that. We can't. If you're gonna do it, if we're gonna move forward, let's move forward. All right. Oh, everybody had a lot to say. Oh my God. Paris says, I'm petty like that. That's my bestie. Don't do something to me that you don't want me to do back better. I'm going straight to hell with you. Ooh, she says she don't go low, she go to hell. Watch that one. All right. Devo says, Keish said, first time forgiveness, second time chest pains. God dang. That's what it sounds like. That's exactly what it sounds like. Oh Lord, Keish, I'm with you with the get back, play around, and I got your daddy. That's my mom talking, y'all.
Yes, ma.
That's my mom. That I told y'all she gonna be in that chat acting crazy. I shouldn't have never told her how to do this. Some people out here on autopilot and don't know where they're going. Facts, big facts, and
Hmm.
it's gonna hurt a lot of people, and not just them their relationship. It's gonna hurt a lot of people because that's going to be um, a lot of emotional casualties of war. Because see, people that are side pieces, girlfriend-in-laws and boyfriend-in-laws, they don't realize that they're casualties of war.
Hmm.
And they're getting hurt in the process because the feelings that they're gonna have or they're gonna, build up, they can't do anything with them. They're gonna be empty. Because listen, people, if you out there and you a side piece, whether you side piece 2.0 or 4.0, I promise you this. That man or that woman is not leaving their partner for you.
No.
They're not. There's a history there. There may be kids there. You about to find yourself by yourself just because you wanted that little feeling. Now understand you like the company and understand that you actually liked, the gifts and the going out. You maybe even like the toxicity and fooling around and being secretive and getting away with it. You might have liked all that, but that's gonna stop. That man or that woman is not leaving their partner for you. You are
No.
going to find yourself by yourself. I'm letting you know now. So you may want to cut that out. All right, let's jump back in the chat. All right. Miss Coles, Shantae Coles, unpopular opinion. I'm going to forgive and respectfully move on. Not staying around to get my lick back because you reap what you sow. She said, I am not messing up my blessings. You will not do that to me. God has been good. Akira, my boy Akira said, Keisha, that's deep, tough, and true. It's the truth, man. Uh-oh, here come my mom again. Here she go. That's why I can't stay in a relationship where I'm cheating on, because I'm never going to forget it and you're not going to forget it. I might forgive you, but I'm not going to forget it. Believe that. I'm not doing this with my mom tonight because I don't want to know who you're dating. I'm gonna have to
That's
beat
right, ma.
somebody up. Don't agree with that. All right. When those feelings start to develop, it's time to beat it. Like MJ, beat what though? I'm gonna stop. Anyway, um, not every relationship crisis starts with a dramatic betrayal. Sometimes the damage begins quietly in places we don't even realize we're investing emotional energy. So
Yeah.
now what we're gonna talk about is the work bestie or the work husband or work wife. Whoo. As you can see below, people, you can subscribe for $3 down there. Click that if you want. All right. So, how do you feel about the work bestie or the work wifey or work husband there? Keish. How you feel about that?
So I've never had like the opposite sex, like work bestie, work husband. Like I've never
Mhm.
had like none of that stuff. Like I feel
Mm.
like if everything is good at home, like those instances won't happen, right? And if they are friends, like everybody is going to be friends. Like my husband or my man is going to be friends with, I'm saying, the person that I work with, and vice versa. I'm going to be cool with their wife. That's where those boundaries come in at. Because let me tell you, if and woman bring my man some lunch or call herself being his work boo or work wife,
Oh
we
my
gonna have a
God.
problem. Just FYI. Just so you know.
Listen, let me tell you something. That's a game I don't play. I'm gonna tell you why I don't play that game. And I've said it before on a different episode. If you are playing that dangerous game of having a work wife or work husband, please understand that these people don't actually belong to you. They don't. It might be your side piece. Y'all might be getting it in. I get it. But that is not your woman and that is not your man. And they're gonna understand that. You might have a different perception of what this thing might be, but that other person is always like, oh, that ain't my man, that ain't my woman. Because the moment you at that job and somebody try to holler at you, do you know
Oh,
the level of nonsense that's gonna ensue at their job?
yes.
And here's the funny part. You got a work wife or a work husband, you married or in a relationship, and your work wife or work husband gets upset that somebody else at the job tries to holler at you. Huh? So in other words, what you said was it's okay for your wife or your husband to be who they are to you, but nobody else at the job better not do that. Do you know how goofy you sound?
The audacity.
It is goofy. And this is just me. I don't and I do my best not to curse on here. I don't I don't poop where I eat. Let's just put it that way. I just don't. I don't even like dating people that I work with because it never goes well, especially if
That's
there's a bad breakup. It doesn't go well. Now I'm coming into the job like, oh my God, I know she here today. Jesus. Because you've seen her on the schedule, right?
yeah.
So y'all better cut this out, man. You better so then here's the next question then. When does friendly communication cross into emotional exclusivity or emotional replacement? Like where's that line? Where's that
That line.
line? Because yeah, where's that line for you? Let me ask that.
So that line is like I keep saying, like if there's something going on that's bad in the relationship, it got to be something missing that that
Mhm.
other person is giving you that you feel like you want to cross that boundary. Like it may be just them listening. It may be them bringing you lunch. It
Mhm.
may be, you know what I'm saying, those late night calls, you know what I'm saying, the understanding that they give you, the
Mhm.
attention that you get. It's something that you lacking in your relationship. The reason why you even want to bring your attention over to this person in the first place. So I feel like,
But what if
like,
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead, because I don't want to stop your thought. Go ahead.
No, I just feel like that if you are good in your relationship and that is truly just a friendship, and that means those boundaries will never get crossed. Like you will you respect your relationship, so that means that you gonna make sure that everything is everything and everything on the up and up. And I won't, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm a nip it in the bud before it even goes even further.
So what if there's nothing wrong with the relationship though?
Then that means you're just a
Like what
cheater.
if
And
there's
that's what it is.
nothing wrong in the relationship and okay, and you just like attention,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because what I've noticed in these situations is at work, you're patient, funny, attentive, but at home, you're tired, distracted, impatient, irritable. Like you don't even show up for your partner the way you show up for your work husband or your work bestie or your work wife. That in itself is not fair.
hmm,
You don't worked all day, right? It's basically the 9 to 5 connection. You have literally worked all day. And through proximity, that person is there, you give that person the best of you. But when you get home, the person who you share a life with gets the worst of you. It's not fair. It's just not fair. Like if you cannot be the person and understand that when I say work husband, work bestie, work wife, that doesn't mean that you got to have something going on. I laugh, I joke, and play a lot. That doesn't mean that you have to have something going on. But what I will say is this, that person will bring you lunch, and people are not okay with that. You said it. That person will be seen with you all the time. So people will normally put a label on it, and you won't. Oh, that's your work wife. You know that, right? Your work wife don't like that. I've seen that too. But if you're going to give this type of energy, attention, and be full of life in front of this person, do the same thing at home.
yeah.
Like if there's nothing going on and it's just y'all really are platonic at the job and nothing is going on the job or beyond the job, why can't you give that same type of energy to the person you're with? Well, I pulled the 12-hour shift. I'm just tired. But you wasn't tired when Larry was in your face. You
Right.
wasn't tired when when y'all was eating that spaghetti like Lady and the Tramp. You wasn't tired when you was talking about how your feet hurt, and he was like, "Well, I give your feet a massage." You wasn't tired then, but you get home after all the jokes, after you've given your best self to this person on the job. You come home and you give me half of you.
Sometimes not
That's
even have.
wrong. That's wrong. Like you can't do that, man. It's crazy. So, oh, here they go. Let's start with Paris. Just know I'm coming and clearing the office for my bestie, not for her, but for her bestie. All
Exactly.
right.
That's my
Am I
bestie.
saying it? Is it Kamaya?
It's
Kamia?
Kamaya.
Kamaya? Am I saying it
Yeah.
right?
It's Kamaya.
Kamaya. Kamaya says, that shit dumb. You supposed to be getting money, not fooling around. Just a bunch of hoes. You ain't lying when you telling the truth.
That part's true.
All right. Debo says, them feelings get hurt when they bring your family events happen and the work buddy sees the main attraction. Man, broken heart, broken souls, broken faces. Horrible. Because I've seen that too. Straight with no chaser says, I think when that attention turns emotional, you have crossed the line. Exactly.
Yeah,
You're
absolutely.
exactly right. Kamaya again says, some people should have never gotten married. Marriage has a way of shedding light on people's unhealed trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Facts, but that's something they should have taken care of prior to the relationship, prior
Before
to
they got
getting married.
married.
Yeah, before they got married, they should have taken care of that. I think, like Straight with No Chaser says, when it becomes emotional, because then the emotional piece, I think, is when, you start complaining about your partner to your work bestie. When you start complaining to your partner, complaining about your partner to your work bestie, and your work bestie is giving you all this advice, they're not giving you advice. I'm gonna say 7 times out of 10, they're not giving you advice based on what you should do.
No.
They're giving you advice based on what you should do with them.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to walk you out of your relationship. They're literally trying to walk you out of your relationship. Be careful telling people about your business and your relationships. Don't tell everybody what's going on in your relationships. Actually, you shouldn't be talking about your relationship with people that you don't very much know. You shouldn't. Personally, I don't talk about my relationship with people. I don't. You know why I don't? Because the moment you start talking about your relationship with other people, or you start talking about your partner to other people, you have given this other person a snapshot of who your partner is. Now they've built up who your partner is. So anytime they see your partner, they're going to look at them funny,
Mm-hmm.
especially in family situations.
Yes.
If you are venting to somebody in your family and then you bring that person around, your person is going to feel the cold shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to. They're going to feel the cold shoulder. You have to stop doing this. If you and your partner are having a problem, fix that problem in the house.
Yes.
Don't go run into your mom. Don't go run into your brothers. Don't go run into your sisters. Don't go run into nobody, no cousins, none of that. Because the moment you bring them to the family reunion, as soon as y'all step in the door, all at one time, 30 people gonna go, Do you know how loud that is gonna be when 30 people say it at the same time?
What's that? Is that her?
That is ugly. What'd you say?
They're gonna be like, who is that? Is that her?
Yeah. And she gonna hear the whispers.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta cut this out, man. Stop. Because
Me,
then the coworker becomes the person who understands you. Yeah, they understand you all right. Stop all that venting to people, man, because then you got then all of that turns into the good morning text or the grand rising queen, grand rising king. And I always say them texts ain't nothing but when you gonna let me clap them cheeks. That's all the text messages are. That's it. Grand rising king, grand rising queen. What? I've never sent a grand rising queen in my life.
me
Never.
personally,
Then you got
like
go
I
ahead.
agree. Like I there is no way that I'm about to have a conversation with somebody else first before I have the conversation with the person that I'm with. I think that's weird. I feel like especially if it's something serious, you know what I'm saying? Because just like you always say, like you're gonna have like 50 different personalities telling you something about your relationship and they only hearing it one-sided. So when it's one-sided, they only get one side of the information, and then the other half they make it up in their head or they going off experience from they past relationships. So I just think that communication is key. You got to make sure that you guys talk about whatever is going on in the relationship with each other, because y'all the two that's in the relationship and y'all know exactly what's happening and what's going on.
Mm. Oh boy. Going back to the chat. I wasn't gonna click on it, but I am. My mom. I moved furniture in that office. Please believe that everybody started confessing what was going on. Even the manager told me. Let me explain something to y'all. If y'all don't know, those that know me know that I have a very quick to jump on you mentality. This is where I get it from. Just
Mm.
want y'all to know it's inherited. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, my mom is she's a lover, but she's a fighter. My mom ain't no punk. All right. Debo says I can't mess with a coworker because if it don't work out, one of us got to update our resume. Somebody gotta leave. You
Somebody
ain't
gotta
lying.
go. They gotta go.
Somebody gotta leave. Oh my God. I like that. Somebody gotta update their resume. Cuzzo says, preach. Hey, listen. Cuzzo, help me out here. Don't you can't say preach because somebody is a bunch of people that's in here to include this one over here that believes I'm supposed to be a pastor. Let's not do it. All right. My boy Kirk says you're giving them the playbook to your wants, so it's not real. That's right. You're telling them everything. So all they're gonna do is play on it. They're gonna play on your heartstrings. They're gonna get you right where they need you.
Yeah.
So yeah, just that's not what you want. Go ahead. Oh, you say yeah. Oh, okay, I thought you were gonna say something. Uh Paris says, if you can't both sides in the actual truth, shut the heck up and work that out with your partner. I wholeheartedly agree. And of course, Debo had to chime in because Debo been calling me this for the longest. I see where Knockout Jenkins came from. Debo's known me for a long time, and that's my nickname, Knockout Jenkins. So we're gonna bypass that. So also want y'all to know that it's not just the conversations and the venting and complaining about your partner. It's everything from like I said, the good morning text, the late night memes, the early morning comments on reels and TikToks, personal
Mhm.
inside jokes. Like all of this can lead into something. So just be mindful and be careful because most people that you think they got your best interest in mind, um they're waiting on your relationship to fail. They're looking for a crack. They're looking for a crack, and you won't know that until it's at that point. So just be mindful of what you're saying, who you're saying it to, what you're sharing. First of all, if you're a coworker, you shouldn't be sharing all your business. No way.
Mhm.
I don't trust nobody like that. Being at the job talking about, what, my girl, no, no.
No.
Then they run into your girl in the grocery store, and all of a sudden, are you GL's lady? And all of a sudden it's spilled. I'm so sorry about your relationship. What you mean? Because your partner think that everything is good. You got somebody apologizing for your relationship. Do you know the type of conversation you about to have later? Dummy. Stop. All right. So not all friendships are threats. Let's be for real. Right. So does what you wear. No, let me back up. I want to because I was gonna go into our little thing, but I'm not gonna do that. Sometimes the issue isn't emotional leaks at work. Sometimes the problem is happening much closer to home, right? So where's the line between personal privacy and secret behavior? Because now we want to talk about the archiving messages, the hiding of contacts, the deleting conversations, things like that. If nothing is happening, why does it need to be hidden? Why? Right? Personally, I'm like, I hand you my phone. I will hand you my phone. Yeah, baby, look at this. I will hand you my phone with no problem. So ain't got nothing to hide. And let me tell you something, fellas. Let me tell you what what helps you out in the long run. Name off your friends that are females. Hey, this is this one. This is that one. This is this one. Nothing comes as a surprise. Nothing. Just be like, hey, these are my homegirls. You hear me talking about this one, that one, and this one. This is who I've been texting them. We laugh, joke, and play. We cool. That's it. Fellas, you got to lead with that. Women, you got to lead with that too. Because, we out somewhere and we talking, and all of a sudden you be like, Brian's so stupid. Who's Brian? Oh, that's you ain't never said Brian name before. Who's Brian? Huh? Now you find yourself, lodged between the washer and the dryer. And you don't understand what's going on. Because I don't know a Brian. And I'm not doing that. I'm not. So when does it become, well, we know when it becomes an issue, but how do you get past the issue of, the secret movements, the deleting conversations, the archiving of messages, the hiding of pictures, right? That secret folder. Like, how do you get beyond that? I want to see what you say. How do you get beyond that?
So by trust. Like that's the only way you can
By
be past
trust.
that. Like you got to be able to trust that person because why
Okay.
why are you hiding it? What's the reason why you feel
Right.
like that I would have an issue with it? Is it really an issue with it?
Mm,
Like deep down, do you feel,
mm,
what I'm saying, like you still need to keep those photos or you need to hide that stuff? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like if it's just really just friendship, that means it's a problem with it. Like it's being disrespectful to the relationship. So that's the reason why you're hiding it. Because my thing is, my motto is I don't ever want somebody else to come and tell me anything that my man's supposed to have told me. That's where the problem comes
mm.
in at. So yeah, if you hiding stuff, then that means it's already a problem. Already, just from that period alone. And it's no backtracking from that
Yeah.
because you hide that, then that hiding becomes a lie. The lie becomes, what I'm saying, an issue. Like so, it's a whole big thing just from you just putting a password on them pictures.
Yeah. I agree. And I'm gonna say this to anybody, male or female. If you are doing all of this, you're not ready to be in a serious relationship. You're not.
Mhm,
The very moment you can unlock your phone and hand your phone to your person, that's when you're ready to be in a relationship.
mhm,
If you cannot do that and you still feel like you got to hide things and you still feel like, oh, I can't tell this person about that person, or if I say something about this, she's going to be upset, or he or she's going to be upset, just stay single. Stay single. Chill out for a little while till you get yourself together and you know exactly what you want. Because if you do not, you're going to cause pain and anguish for somebody else who didn't ask for it. Somebody's going to fall in love with you. You're going to fall in love with somebody else, but you're not finished, right? You're just not finished. You're literally stuck in your second childhood.
mhm,
You're doing the things you were doing in college. You're doing the things when you were in high school. You're not ready to be in a committed and serious relationship. You are literally stuck in your second childhood. So get out of that, have you a growth spurt, mature a little bit, and then go from there. Because if not, you're going to cause pain and anguish for someone who did not ask for it. And they love you, wholeheartedly love you, and you decided to hurt them. And you probably, you messed up a blessing. You probably had somebody in your life that could change your life. Somebody that was sent to add to your life. Somebody that was sent to walk you into your purpose. Somebody that was sent to ensure that you were moving in the right direction and help you stay on course. And you decided they wasn't worth it because you were
mhm.
still stuck in your second childhood. Do you know those type of people don't come around all the time? Like you have to understand that there are people that's gonna walk into your life that you are gonna allow to walk out, and you'll never see that same person the second time around. They are gone.
Yeah,
They are literally gone. And you have mishandled a blessing.
yeah, you're good.
You mishandled a whole gift. And the sad part is it never had the chance to materialize into what it was supposed to be. So you could never see that person at their best for you. Not for them, but for you. But now you see them doing it for somebody else. Now you're trying to figure out, well, I don't know how they got that. Did it? No, it was in that person the whole time.
The whole time.
And now somebody else gets to reap the blessings of what you mishandled.
Yeah,
I'm talking about living a good life. Cars, houses, kids, vacations, money saved, Blackstone in the back, grilling up every day. Yep. And they live in your life, the life you wanted to live. Don't laugh at that. The life you wanted to live. And here you are, still running the street. looking goofy. Hey, man, if you like it, I love it. But yeah, is what it oh my God. Chat going crazy again. When I said Brian, straight with no chaser apart, says Brian is the Maytag man. Yes, he is. Brian is definitely the Maytag man. And he's not just fixing the washer and the dryer. He's sliding by your lady, talking about, hey, let me slide by you real quick. In the kitchen at that, not in the laundry room. Hey, some people hide it to keep it a secret, and others do it so that they may relive it. Facts. There are
Fact.
people out there that will hold on to pictures just to reminisce. They hold on to text messages to reminisce. Listen, hey man, this is just my vulnerability and honesty. If I'm done with you, the text thread is gone. Like I have had a whole funeral for you. In my head, I've seen the obituary and I watch your casket go down.
Done.
Done. I don't want nothing to remind me of you because if I go back to it and start reading, be like, you know what? Maybe I should call them today. No. Leave that demon where it's at. Leave that demon where it's at. Because I promise you, once you call them, it's gonna be hell to pay. Leave him alone. Oh Lord, here we go. Here go my mom. Well, count me single then, because ain't nobody getting my password. All right. I'm not pulling my mom's messages up here no more. Mom, you gonna have to stay in the chat. That is crazy. Okay. Ashley says, therapy time. Love y'all. Love you too, sis. Love you too. Paris says, choices and chances. Yes, choices and chances. And y'all know I say that all the time to the tribe. You lead it when you wake up every morning, you got two things. You got choices and chances.
Mm-hmm.
The better the choice you make, the better the chances you have at whatever you're doing. You got choices and chances, people. That's what you got. That's it. And you got to make the best of these things, man, at all times, because you never know. You never know when is your time to be blessed. You never know when it's time for you to get that favor that you've been looking for, that breakthrough that you've been looking for. And you out here acting dumb and treating people sideways when you shouldn't be. Get it together, people. All right. I said I wasn't going to click on nothing else on my mom. Do you know that most people that come into your life, I don't know about y'all, but I attract crazy people. I'll be glad when they go. I just said I wasn't going to click on no more. All right, that was supposed to be Debo's. Okay, that's the reason I unblocked a few exes, because now you got to watch me walk into these blessings without you. Brother, listen to me. When I tell you I will not block anybody on social media, I don't care who you are. I'm not blocking you. I'm not blocking you. Where they say God prepared a table before your enemies, you going to watch me get all these blessings. You going to watch me work. You going to watch me win. I'm not deleting nobody. I don't care what you said about me on social media. I don't care how you feel about me. I'm not deleting you. I'm going to piss you off every chance I get. That ain't even about a relationship. That's just anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not deleting you. And it's not that I'm not deleting you because I want to see what you got going on. I really don't. I don't. But you going to see this. And you going to be pissed. And that's the part I love. Yeah. And this the last one, Ma. Yeah, G, you're my son because when I'm done with you, I already put dirt over you and I've thrown a shovel away so I won't dig you up again. Yeah, that's my mom. That's definitely my mom. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's my mama, y'all. No, so
That's right. That's right.
yeah. So women calling something discernment, men calling it insecurity, and why partners interpret instincts differently, right? So here's the thing about women's discernment for me. And this is not all women, but I want to put that out there before I start. That women intuition thing, some of y'all got to stop saying that. I'm going to tell you why. The only time you have that intuition is when you think your man is doing something bad. Only time. You will never have that intuition to figure out or find out or even know that your man is unhappy in that relationship and how you can fix it or how y'all can fix it. Every time I hear something about women's intuition, girl, let me tell you what I felt in my spirit. What you need to feel is that man is not happy in that house. You ain't feel that spirit? You ain't feel that in your spirit? Ain't nothing kindle or tyndle in your spirit then? But you know, here's the other thing about the intuition. Why every time y'all have a bad dream, not all of y'all, but why every time some of y'all have a bad dream, it's a man doing something wrong. You ain't never, when the last time you heard a woman say, I had a dream that we made it. I had a dream that we got all this money. I had a dream that we got the Bentleys and the house with the moat. I ain't never heard that. I'm not saying all women do it, but I will say I've been slapped in the face in my sleep because somebody dreamt I was messing with their friend. You can't dream nothing nice. You can't see me doing nothing good. But yet, your discernment and your intuition will tell you I'm not doing something right. But you cannot tell that I am not happy in that relationship. How does that work?
That's not how that works. That's how that worked for that one.
Okay.
So for me, my intuition, it tells me if something is off. Not necessarily meaning that something is bad that's happening. It's telling me like something is off because if you know your partner, if you know your man, your husband, whoever, your woman, like you know something is off. You know when you shouldn't, well, you should know when they're sad. You should know if they're hurt. You should know if something is going on with them mentally. Like you should know all of these things. So it's really not even intuition. It's just if you actually just pay attention to your partner. Like I'm gonna make
Mm.
sure, you know what I'm saying? Like even I do the same thing with my friends. Like I can look at them and tell like something is wrong or something is off. Now for me, it's a little deeper because I know and I feel, you know what I'm saying, like something is wrong or something is off. I can't explain what it is, but I don't automatically go to something negative. It could just be one of those days that it could just be off. But I definitely feel it.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Well, some men, of course, we call it paranoia, especially if we not doing nothing wrong. Like ladies, y'all gotta calm down with that too. If we not doing nothing wrong, man, don't keep telling us we doing something wrong. I know you doing something. How? How, Miss Cleo? How you know I'm doing something wrong? Hmm? How? Literally minding my business, going to work, coming home, doing what I need to do. Going to the gym, going to play, but whatever the case may be, how? How? And then Kamaya says, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about here. Look at this. Kamaya says, my intuition is always spot on.
That's my sister.
Yeah, that just made my ass itch too. Listen, no offense to you, Kamaya, but it really did make my ass itch. I'm gonna tell you why. Your intuition is probably on because it's who you're dealing with. And you've already felt the vibe. And like you said, I will only say something if I got facts. But if you already
Yeah.
felt the vibe, don't stick around. If you already felt the vibe, don't stick around. Don't let your intuition start playing games with you. Just just confront the person. Look, I'm good on all this. I don't think this is for me. And there's nothing wrong with that. You ain't got to wait around and build facts. You ain't got to do the research. You ain't got to become a CIA agent. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to be FBI. You ain't got to be DEA. Hell, you ain't got to be the X-Files agents. You know it. You feel it. If it's not for you and it's not working, just bounce.
But if you love
Just
that
bounce.
person, wouldn't you want to stick around and try and figure out how to fix it? Like, see what's
What
going
what
on.
are you fixing?
It could be something that's fixable. That's what you're trying to say. That's why you're trying to find out. That's where the communication comes in at. So instead of me being an FBI agent to find out what's going on,
Mm,
that's where you come to your person and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, I'm feeling like something is off between us. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? That's where the communication comes in at. You don't have to do all the extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to leave, just leave. Like, why wait to get information in order to leave?
right.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if something is off and you feeling that it's off, why not go to that person and say, hey, I'm feeling like something is off. Like, what's going on? Let's have a conversation. Because I'm not doing all of that. I'm not hiding behind no bushes. I'm not going through no phones. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to find no evidence, be a detective. I'm not trying to do none of that stuff. Because
Okay.
if I find out, it's going to be even worse. So I might as well just bounce before that even happens. Because that means
Facts.
it's really serious if you got to do all of that.
Okay. So I agree. And with agreeing to that, I want to take a small pause, right? Because I got to bring my sister in here. Hey, Jackson's in the building.
I missed y'all.
I miss you
Yeah,
too.
I got
You
her
gotta stay up
back.
here by
There
myself.
she go. There she go. That's what I'm talking. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's make it happen. I got my excuse me, y'all. I gotta say, I got my melanated marbles. Yeah, I got both of them. I got both of my melanated marbles. I feel good now.
How y'all
I
doing?
broke
How
out in
you
highs a little bit.
doing?
You know what I'm saying? I broke out in highs a little bit. Didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we was holding it down. You know what I
I
mean?
was
But
trying. I was trying, Jax.
I
I
ain't
was
had that. You
trying.
know what I'm
Ah,
saying? Had that triple play that I'm used to. You know what I'm saying?
well, look, let me not
Yeah.
let's stop the struggle and let's get it right. Let's stop the struggle.
Yeah.
I don't want y'all on struggle bus.
Nah, we wasn't on a struggle bus. We was holding it down. I promise you, we was doing that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to be on a struggle bus now. I ain't never been slow. I might have been a few things, but I ain't never been slow and
I
stupid.
said
So
struggle. That means it's a little struggle. That's not the same bus. That's two
yeah,
different
she
buses.
lying. She trying to tell me I went to the Liquor Window Museum twice, but it's okay. Listen,
I did not. You know, give you
let me
one.
see.
Give you a minute.
So, all right. So I'm gonna talk to. Let's see. My boy Kirk says I am now because you're gonna blame me anyway. He says he's gonna take off. You're gonna blame me for it anyway. All right, Kamaya. We'll get back to what she says. Nope, everything was perfectly normal. Something said this is this, and I said, let me see. And ding ding, facts right. Slapping my face, but I'm very observant. I know when the air in the room changes. Okay, I get that.
I like that. The air in the
Um,
room change.
yeah. So Jax, what you think about that? When you the woman's intuition thing, right? So if you feel something is off, how do you approach that? Is it you stick around, you turn into CIA, FBI, you talk it out, you want to see what's going on? Because that's what y'all do. I call all women CC, and I'm gonna tell you why I call y'all CC. Y'all are cold crackers. Y'all are. Every last woman I know is a cold cracker.
I like
Y'all
that. We
turn into CEI and FBI agents, DEA, was ATF. Y'all turn into everything at one time, and you figure out
My
everything
husband
at
called it
one time.
Inspector Gadget. He called
It's
me
the same
IG
thing.
Inspector Gadget. He said, "Cause I'm a
It's the same
find
thing.
it."
Exactly. So, with that being said, how do you like? What is your feeling on the women's intuition when something feels off? Are you having that conversation, or are you literally like first things first? Let me see what's going on. I'm gonna do my research. What's your take?
I feel like in different situations you do different things.
Okay.
So I feel like you should always you want to be sure, right? So every woman is gonna be like, "Am I tripping? Is this just me?
Mm,
Let me sit back. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not bouncing in directions that ain't meant for me." You know, because sometimes we read stuff and it ain't necessarily about us. It's not
yeah.
about you. It don't necessarily reflect you, but it's happening around you. And as a woman, you're picking up like, well, why you acting like that? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You're
Mm-hmm.
just picking up on the vibe.
Yeah.
In the past, I have been Inspector Gadget, and Inspector Gadget can go wrong because you can jump the gun and you can hit the button, and when you hit the button, you be like, "Ooh, that I hit the wrong button." It ain't always it ain't always a good thing, and it ain't always right. But I feel like if you really feel like it's something and you reading it, you gotta have a conversation. And
Yeah.
especially in you if you are in a what I call a permanent relationship, like y'all committed, dedicated, we married, we living together. This is the time for us to sit back and be like, okay, hey, I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's something I did. Is something up? Is there something we need to talk about? And it's easier to go to, is there something we need to talk about? Is something going on versus I read in your phone and I seen them text messages because you that could be a friend. Like I know every relationship don't permit friendships, but it don't necessarily mean it's something that you read. You could he could be talking to some woman and she asking for some advice because she trusts him.
Right.
It could be a friend of his that's asking for a relationship advice for her man, and they're having a conversation back and forth. Now, should you know that? Should he tell you that? Yeah. And if you ask, you might actually get That answer, like, oh, that was Gina. Gina asked me about Martin, and I was just trying to tell her how to handle it. Oh,
Mm.
okay, cool. And if that's your partner and you trust him, take it for what it's worth unless you see something different. Now, if him and Gina get the texting all the time, then that's a whole nother situation.
Because Gina done said she wanted a cheese clap. Anyway, um,
Right.
so
When Gina gets talking about clapping her own cheeks with your man, that's a whole nother conversation.
yeah, that's a different conversation, right? So that, yeah, that I
Right.
understand. I think seek to understand. That's where I'm at with it. Just seek to understand. That's it,
Definitely.
really.
It's easier to ask questions than
Yeah,
jump to a
Kamaya says
conclusion.
when you are blessed and move right, the chips will fall right in front of you.
Absolutely.
Um,
And Kamaya, I agree. Sometimes you find stuff you don't even be looking for. And you be like,
That's
yeah,
how
true.
did I find this? And I didn't even want to know this.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. It's God's protection, man. Definitely
Yes.
God's
Right.
protection. You know what I'm saying? So I do agree with that. But don't the Kamaya, the FBI, CIA, ATF, DEA, let it go. The alphabet boys
It's
don't let
genetic,
the,
bro. You can't
yeah,
like
it's
it's
more than
genetic.
genetic. It's more than genetic. We need y'all to cut that out
If
because
every woman get it, it's genetics. Like every woman do it. So
yeah, that's
we didn't
cool.
go
But
to a class.
then but just like you said, oh, it was a class in heaven before y'all got here. So just like you said, um uh you're gonna mess
Not in
around and you're
heaven.
gonna look and you're gonna find something that's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. You're gonna find something that's not bad. And I've said this before. If you go through that man's phone, you do some research and not even so much go through that man's phone, right? But if you do some research, men and women, because I don't want to just put this on women. If you do your research and you're looking for something and you don't find it, that same energy you had that you was gonna start arguing and all that other nonsense, throw them a party. Do something nice. Take them out to a restaurant. Don't just be like, oh, I didn't find nothing. No, because if you did, you'd have turned into the Tasmanian devil. You'd have flipped everything in that house upside down. Cause I know you in line.
So that's why you
You
don't go
know,
look.
and
You
y'all
don't
know I'm
go look
telling the
for things.
truth. Y'all
That's
know
why
I'm
you don't
telling
go
the
look
truth.
for things.
Man, go
Don't go
looking.
look for it.
But then when you go looking and you find something that you that
Don't
you
go
weren't
look
supposed to
for
find
it.
anyway,
No.
you whooped your own ass. Heads up. You did. Especially if y'all not in a committed relationship. Fellas, let me tell y'all something. I'm directing this to fellas. If that woman don't belong to you, don't you go through that phone. Because let me tell you something. If you think you got something in your phone, ha ha, them group chats, you see them laughing, don't you? Them group chat, them female group chats,
The group text can get a little the
bruh, the
group text can
pictures
get out of
and the
hand
conversations that's in the
from
group
time to
chat,
time.
the gifts, the memes. Let me tell you something, partner. Go through that phone if you want to. You're gonna see
No,
something
no, no.
wild. You're gonna
That
you're gonna see how she
She
put
hiding the
good
group
use.
text from you anyway. She's hiding it from you. She's putting it somewhere. She pinning it down at the bottom so you don't do it. Don't
And
do
let me
it.
tell you something. The moment you find a group chat and you flip 2 times and you see her making good use of a grapefruit and a fruit roll up, you ask for that.
Here you go.
You ask for that. I'm telling you now. You ask for that. If that woman does not belong to you, don't you go through that phone. Bust your heart wide open. Yeah, bust your heart wide. Bust your heart wide open. I'm telling you now. Mm. Now, with that being said, but even when a couple is solid internally, outside voices can still disrupt the relationship because many relationships aren't destroyed by the couple, they're destroyed by unmanaged family dynamics. In other words, the silent war in most relationships is the in laws. Who has the final influence over your household? How does that work? I'm going to let y'all do
This
that
should go
first.
without saying.
I mean,
Like
it
you this
should.
the Bible says leave and cleave, right? That's Bible. Bible says
Mm-hmm.
leave and cleave. That means you leave your mother and your father and you cling to the spouse that you choose to marry. And I feel like when it comes to my house is directly me and my spouse. Now, my
Hmm.
in laws and my parents may have all the opinions that they want, but the reality at the end of the day is you don't live here. You ain't paying no bills here. Now, if they
Mm.
shuffling money inside your household, baby, you take whatever your mama got to say, and we gonna do what your mama say do, cause she making sure the roof stay over here. But when they don't have no say so, it's what we come up with. your mama and my mama, your daddy and my daddy should never have the final say over how we do, what we do, when we doing it, how we raising these kids, what we spending money on. None of that. But a
Mm.
lot of this transpires is because people take what go on in their house to their parents. You talking to your mama about what you're doing in your marriage. You talking to your daddy about what your spouse do because he not acting like your daddy and you don't like it. Versus you and your spouse sitting down having a conversation and working through some of them issues. That's where a lot of this. That's where a lot of this mother-in-law, and wife issue come from. Cause one, your mama been number one your whole life, and when you got a wife, you didn't let your mama know, hey, this is my wife. What me and my wife got is what we gonna do. And then you done took your problems with your husband to your mama, your daddy, and your auntie, and now all of them want to say so inside your relationship. But yeah.
Peace.
Yeah,
What she got? She off the
pretty much. That's
soapbox.
I agree. I totally agree. Yeah, your family is no different than your friends. The communication should be between you and your spouse or whoever you with, and not with everybody else. Like I said before, you're gonna have so many difference of opinions because they're gonna give their opinions about what happened with Tyrone. They're gonna give their opinions about what's going on with their husband and what they feel like they shouldn't do and what they should do. No, whatever is going on in your household should stay in your household, and that's just facts. Just like our parents told us, don't run out here telling what's going on inside my house to anybody else. Same thing goes for them. Whatever is in your house stays in your house, and the communication should be between you and who everybody else. Everybody's opinion is gonna be different. Everybody is gonna not always have something good to say or always be promoting your relationship, right? Just like Jack said, like they only hearing one part of the story. They not hearing the whole part. So they only going off of the little information that you have told them. So now they created this whole scenario in their head that's far from the truth. And that's going to cause problems not only with your relationship, but the family as a whole, because now everybody going to be divided.
And once you done fighting and y'all back in love, your family's still mad. Your
Yeah, they
family
Yep.
still
didn't
mad.
already form their opinion, and they no longer, whether they just don't want to deal with them, they no longer like them, whatever that case is. Your family don't get over that issue, that hurdle, or
No,
that feeling as
they
quickly
don't
as
still
you
remember
do.
it.
You done slept
Mm-hmm.
over it and got over it overnight, and your family harbor that thing for 7 months down the road.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I'm so I'm gonna just put this up here. My mom says, "Don't none of my son's women better ever come to me about my son. First of all, that's my son. If he wrong, he wrong. But keep it between y'all. I don't want to know. That's my mama. You hear me? That's my
You know
mom.
what?
She don't want to know.
It's funny your mama said that. Me and my mother-in-law talk. Me and my
Yeah,
mother-in-law have a, when I say my, and I, she is not my mother-in-law. She's my mother-in-law. She is the mother that
yeah.
I have in the city with me because I don't have my mama. And we talk. And I say things like, "Oh, your son just get on my nerve." But you know what my mother-in-law tells me all the time? I know my son and I raised
Mm,
him and he's human. So even though I may not like something that my husband does, or my husband makes, my mother-in-law reads me and my husband very well. She could tell if he done got on my nerve. She'd be like, "Son, gonna get it together." She don't hold no cut cards. It's not like she coming
mm.
to her son's rescue and rain. "Oh, that's my
That's the
baby.
difference.
That's my kid. He
Yeah,
can't
Mhm.
do." It's not like that. And
yeah.
it has never been that way. Even when we were dating, she has told me from the jump before we ever had a problem. He my son now, and I love him to death. But if you wrong, you wrong. And it's just
Yeah.
like that. You ain't picking my, they ain't no parents picking no sides. But if you're like, I feel like when it's still fresh and new and y'all having issues, and especially if y'all having real big issues, y'all fighting
Mhm.
over money, y'all fighting over how to raise these kids, y'all
Yeah.
can't seem to get on the same page. Y'all don't need to be talking about that with nobody but y'all,
Anybody.
unless y'all talking to
Mm-mm.
a therapist. Y'all not
Yeah.
talking to a neutral party to make it better, and y'all not talking to each other. You sure don't need to be talking to nobody else that's outside your house that's gonna form an opinion or tell you what they feel like you should do. That's not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily gonna make the situation better. 9 times out of 10, it makes it worse.
Yeah.
Facts. Big facts.
Kamaya, Kamaya is my sister-in-law. Kamaya, no. Like I am the person that be like, okay, I need to talk to both of y'all. or I need to know the whole story and not just one story. Like I need to know the whole thing, but if you want my opinion, like I need to know everything. I need to know the whole thing before I say anything. And I'm never biased. Any of my friends, any of my family know I'm not biased. I don't care that you my uncle, my brother, my cousin, my mama. I don't care about none of that. If you wrong, you wrong.
Yeah, my mom will tell me I'm wrong in a minute. But my mom will pull me off to the side because me and my mom conversation is completely different. My mom will talk to me like, you know, I'm gonna beat you up, right? That's how my mom is gonna talk to me. But she's not gonna do that in front of nobody else, but she will set me straight with no problems. There's been plenty of conversations where she has pulled me to the side and like, let me tell you something. And then, you know, we
As she
just it go
should.
from there. Yeah, it just go from there. You know what I'm
As
saying?
she should, because that makes I feel
Jackson,
like that
Jax
makes
is
men better.
yeah, Jax has known me for a little while, so Jax know how I can be. So my mom has had to definitely, hey, let me tell you something, man. You better get this together. So that talking through the teeth, that's my mom all day
Talking
long.
through the teeth.
Yeah, man, all day long. So
She going
I'm
real
a
parent mode, talking to you
no
through her
talking through the
teeth.
teeth. Yeah.
Your stuff is
So
thorough.
yeah, I think with your in-laws, I think the boundary definitely has to be there. If you have a great relationship with your in-laws, then yeah, I think it will definitely work out because then you can, you have somebody else you can go to, and then not in such a negative manner, but just in a hey, can I talk to you for a minute? And it's you're not publicizing everything that's going on. You're just having like that generalized conversation where you just kind of
Right.
get that feedback because the in-laws have been married longer than you've been alive most times. And they can offer up great relationship advice. So I do agree with that. What I don't agree with is allowing them to just push into the relationship in any which way that they feel. And they just kind of do their own thing in the relationship and tell you what's right and what's wrong. I don't believe in that. I don't. And the whole, believing that, well, my mom or my dad did it this way. That ain't your mom or your dad that you married.
Right.
Be clear. That's not your mom or your dad that you married. You married a completely different person. And let that person be who they gonna be. Stop feeling like they gotta live up to who your mom or your dad was. For what? For what? If let me explain something to you. For the women to tell your man that this is how my dad did it, you don't understand what you are saying to this man. You are literally telling this man that he is not living up to your perception of what a man should be because you look at your dad as what a man should be. Same thing for men. You're doing the same thing to these women. Cut that out. You married this person based off of getting to know them for some time. I'll say that. We'll say sometime, right? At what point did you decide that you were now holding them up to a comparison chart to your mom or your dad when you wasn't doing it before? But now that y'all married, all of a sudden, this is how my mom did it. This is how my dad did it. Okay, well, I wasn't doing it like this before we even got married. So what's the issue? What's the problem? Now, all of a sudden, because we live in the same house, I got to live up to somebody else's terms, how unique they are, and how they are in your life. Like I'm not living up to that. I'm not. Because there's certain things I know I can do that your father can't do, and there's certain things that your dad can do that I cannot. And that's okay. But understand that you picked this person. This is a person you wanted to be in your life for a lifetime. But the moment y'all moved in that house, well, that ain't how my mom do it. My mom don't put the dishes in the dishwasher. She washes it by her hands. Okay, well, if your mom was Harriet Tubman, say that. We got a dishwasher. We got a
See, this
dishwasher.
is that is where that's where having them conversations when you come together is very important about how
I'm
y'all gonna do
just
stuff. And people don't believe that that's necessary when you get
It
in
is.
relationships and you start living with people talking about how y'all do things in the house and who gonna
yeah.
do what and what this look like. Like that's how you get in them spaces where you be up here comparing people to your auntie and be about to get kicked outside like your auntie too.
I'm not comparing nobody to nobody. You know why? It's not fair. That's it. Point
Comparison
blank,
is a
plain and
thief of
simple.
joy.
It's not. Comparison is the thief of joy. It's just not
Comparison is a
fair.
thief of
Stop doing people like that, man. You got to stop. Meet people where they are. Who you chose is who you chose. If you don't like the way they do certain things, help them out, guide them. That's it.
Hell, tell them before y'all get married and they get deep.
Something, please. Lord Jesus. Y'all
Tell
get married
me you
all of a
don't like how I
sudden,
watched these before we start living together, and let
all of
me
a
know
sudden,
now.
all of a sudden, y'all living together. I never really like the way that you breathe. Can you stop that? What? What?
Like, wait a
What?
minute.
You wash your
What
clothes
are
in
you
12
talking
months.
about?
These clothes stink. Well, shit, why you didn't say that the first load?
Right.
Golly.
Communication, like that's the key. Like it's important.
Yeah.
Communication is so important. Like you got to have conversations about everything because you don't
Mhm.
want to leave things out because then that's where the problems come in at. Like you really got to talk to each other and you got to
Yeah,
be uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying, sitting there, because sometimes the conversations be uncomfortable but they are much needed.
they are, and I
Very
agree.
much.
Yeah, yeah. So hit my mom. First of all, I'm gonna tell all women that know my son, don't try to live up to me. Hey, I scare myself. Be who you're supposed to be to him. I will never give you advice because I'm quick with my hands.
She said, I scare myself. Yes, ma'am. Mama, I love you.
Yeah,
She said, I scare
yeah.
Okay.
myself. She said
I
that.
told y'all the
She
chat was
got
gonna
real
be
serious.
crazy. My mom
I
is she's
scare
gonna be here.
myself.
My mom gonna be here every Tuesday. I showed her how to get in here. She couldn't get in here
Mama
last
said,
time.
I
Didn't know how
scare
to get in the
myself.
chat. So y'all got to deal. Y'all because I got to
I
deal with
need
it.
you to
Y'all got
stop
to deal with
kicking
it.
my
All
head.
right. So
Mama give you
in
a quick
closing,
cat pop.
yep. In closing, before you lay your head down tonight, whether it's in a shared bed or your own space, ask yourself this: does my partner actually know me, or do they just know the version of me I allow them to see? We call them red zones because they're meant to save your life. Don't wait for the wreck to start building the boundaries. Love is the vibe, but truth is the anchor. So tonight, if you will, take 10 minutes with your partner. Put the phones away, turn the TV off, and get rid of all the distractions. Take this time to ask the hard questions, not to accuse, but to protect what you're building. Okay? Just take that time. Get rid of all the distractions. You can even write down your questions or write down your comments, but take the time to have that check in conversation. Take the time to do that. I'm telling you, it will be worthwhile. And if you do this on a regular basis and you're honest, both of y'all are honest, it will save you so much nonsense in the long run. Okay. All right. So y'all know where we at in this. We've reached that segment of I heard my pastor say.
PMJ,
Play.
Michael.
Oh.
I, every week I gotta let them get that out. So
Yeah.
once once again I
So when
say
he down there with you, I get to say it for real. He get to hear me. He like, yeah.
yes.
Exactly.
Yep. And we manifesting that. Pastor Mike McClure Jr. will be on this podcast very soon.
He will.
I promise you that. I promise you. All right. So I heard my pastor say the enemy fights your obedience because he sees the ripple effect. I say that again. The enemy fights your obedience because he sees the ripple effect. I want you all to know tonight, if you haven't heard anything else, I want you to remember this. Your blessings don't just belong to you. Your yes from God does not just belong to you. When you are blessed, the people attached to you and the people around you will be blessed as well. Your cup will runneth over. Because think about it like this: when you pray for something, you pray for a financial breakthrough or you pray for a freedom breakthrough, whatever you're praying for, you normally say stuff like, if I can do this, or if I get this, then I'll be able to do this for my family or my kids or my people. So understand that you being attacked is because the enemy knows what your blessing is going to do, not just for you, but for the people around you. So keep that in mind. Don't get distressed. Don't get depressed. Don't get down. Don't give up. Don't quit. If it's a speed bump, go over it. If it's a door, kick it open. But if that door is not for you, it's not denial, it's just delay. And thank him for that, because what's been behind that door could have sent you off course for years. But understand that the fight that's happening from the enemy for you to not get what you're getting right now is because he sees what you're about
What
to
is
be
it?
for you and your people. It's going to be you that's going to flip your entire family's trajectory around. And the enemy sees that. Okay. So move forward knowing that that is the issue. And you just got to stay prayed up, seek his face, leave everything you need to at his feet, let go, let God. All right. Mm-hmm. They always stop when I talk. I don't like when y'all do that. And I know why they do it. They being funny.
No.
Say what you saying, Jax.
I'm not being funny. Today, you would not believe these very words that you were saying. Okay, and you, mind you, yes, we spoke today, but we didn't speak about
Yeah.
none of this. I had the
No.
same conversation with somebody else. I had
Mm.
that very same conversation about going through the storm right now to get the
Mm-hmm.
blessing on the other side.
That's it.
The person is telling me, I want to quit. I'm over it. I'm tired. And I'm like, nope, you got to keep pushing because you don't know what's on the other side. The
Got
blessing
Yeah,
to.
on the other side could
it's
be
right there.
so big.
It's
And you
right
Yeah.
don't
there.
know what it is, but you just got to hold on.
That's it.
Yeah,
I tell
it's
you, God,
literally right there.
God knows when we be talking and we be having conversations on the outside, and then we come together for the podcast, and we don't be to spoke about none of this stuff, and it be like sprinkle,
Mm-mm.
sprinkle, yeah,
Yep.
sprinkle,
I'm gonna
sprinkle,
tell you.
Confirmation.
sprinkle.
I'm gonna
Give
tell
a
you
little
what messed me
confirmation
up.
for it.
I'm gonna tell you what messed me up. I was talking about something. Well, I said something on the podcast. It wasn't in I heard my pastor say, but I said something in one of our episodes. And don't you know, turn the TV on Sunday, and Pastor Mike was talking about that. But he preached the whole thing on what I said, and I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this. No sir. All right. Mm. With that being said, thank you all for tuning in.
Go ahead, be
Please,
serious.
by all means, don't forget to hit those follow buttons. Jax, tell them where they can follow you, girl.
You can find me Instagram and TikTok, as you can see it there, dope queen underscore 786.
And listen, spell dope just like that. I'm not gonna ever let that go. Somebody spelled dope wrong. I'm gonna say it every show. I don't understand how you spell dope wrong. Slow cooker. Please tell them where they can follow you, girl.
You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at 313 underscore Kish, Kish. Y'all see it right there? That's how you spell
Mhm.
it. Don't give me all them extra letters because I don't got 'em. Thank
There you
you.
go. All right. Well, you can
Thank you.
follow me at GL underscore Richardson on TikTok, Instagram, GL Richardson on Facebook. Yeah, definitely hit me with it. Follow us all. Also, please, by all means, the podcast, subscribe to the podcast right there. You can actually click on it right now and subscribe to the podcast. Just subscribe to the podcast, baby. Now, after you hit those follow buttons, don't forget to click that link below. For your only $3 a month subscription. Your contribution helps us keep the mics hot, the lights on, and the conversations flowing. Now, we do understand that life is indeed life. And where did it go? Oh my gosh. Oh, I see what's happening. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my fault. There we go. Now, we do understand that life is indeed life and right now for many of us. So if you're not able to give, we wholeheartedly overstand. Just do us a favor and subscribe to the YouTube channel, right? When we get out of this, just subscribe and we'll take that, man. That means a lot to us as well. And we thank you all in advance for your support. Also, before we go, if you are someone you know has done anything foul to someone, whether it was you stole some money from somebody, ran off on your plug, or even snitched on your boy because he got a side piece and you got a thing for his chick and you wanted to clap cheeks. If this is indeed you, please email us at vresponsibly@gmail.com. You see the link down there below? It's not a link, but that's where you can do it. We would love to read it here on the live show and talk about it. Please leave out all the names and anything that might link that joint back to you,
Make
because
it
I'd hate to find you.
juicy.
I'd hate to find you lodged between the dishwasher and the cabinet. Let's not do that, all right? Once again, send the stories to vresponsibly@gmail.com. As always, have a phenomenal day on purpose. And we don't know you, but we love you like we
Oh, we
do.
love you.
And we out.
I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in hot. I gotta give it to you. Yeah. Look at your face.
All right, y'all. That's the show. We'll catch up with y'all another time.
Oh my God.